we open up questions for the student athlete.
All right. Have fun to lose. Have fun to lose. Had opportunities, things that you lose football games with penalties, turnovers, especially in championship games. It's the things that we need and didn't do enough to overcome that. One thing we not going to beat ourselves. Kind of did that a little bit and hurt ourselves in that regard. However, I'm proud of this football team, proud of what we started, what we've been accomplishing, and what we'll continue to build upon.
Question for the student athlete, please raise your hand, name and affiliation, who's the question from. The mic, wait for the mic, please.
Thank you. Dr. Ville's inside the HBCU Sports Lab, Ville. This question is for Quentin Williams. I know it's hard to put everything in facet just coming off the field with such a tough and emotional game, but can you talk about just the flows of the game and how your team continue to fight, whether being up early or late in that fourth quarter, getting down and coming back, be able to push it?
Our team, I feel like we're a very battle-tested team. We've been in these moments before. Hats off to our defense, in my opinion. But I did play an amazing game. Like Coach Scott said, he can't win many games, so he can turn the ball over 3 times. So, that's on me. Gentleman, black hat right here. He's coming with the mic.
It's a question for Quinn, Maceo Hurd, the Correct Sports Network. Just talk about the journey. Of course, it's not how you wanted the season to end, but being a DMV kid, just representing Howard University. Just talk about your journey.
It's been a long 4 years, 5 years in this program. I remember being my first year, getting thrown into the fire as a freshman. So now, I look back on that journey, I wouldn't change it for the world. It just hurts that I couldn't end it on my terms, but I wouldn't change anything for the world. I love the university. I love my teammates. Coaching. I know it isn't disappointing to begin. So, I thank Howard for everything.
Thank you, James Hill Sports. Just talk a little bit about representing the Howard brand, this program, this university, and what that means to you personally for the rest of your life.
Moving forward, I look back on this journey we had this year. Just regardless, I enjoyed every moment of this game and this ride I had for 4 years. But just move forward past this. Looking back on this game and this team we had this year, I think it'll be one of the better teams to ever come through Howard. So it's a good fit to be a part of this, to be a part of something bigger. How Coach talked about setting the standard for university to come, for the games to come and the season to come. I feel like we set the standard, so I appreciate this team.
This question is from Carson Manuel Glade from First Voice. Thank you for the fourth quarter, the ebb and flow of the game, and what did you see from your perspective and turnout?
We just kept fighting, game ain't over till 4 zeros on the clock. So kept communicating on defense, kept flying around, kept going, kept showing it.
Devin Purnell with WUSA 9. This has questions, Coach Scott.
I'm sorry, we did a question for student athletes first.
Student athlete first. Well, Carson, this question is for you. I saw a lot of your teammates, standing in the tunnel watching the celebration, and I heard a lot of them saying we're going to be back next year. What were your emotions as you saw the confetti coming down, but it was for Florida A&M? What feelings, any sense of motivation coming from watching the other team celebrate?
You never want to watch the other team celebrate. You want to be able to celebrate. But, we definitely going to be back. Going to keep fighting. A lot of losses to learn a lesson.
All right, Jim.
Thank you. Jim Trotter from The Athletic. I wanted to ask both players, what has Coach Scott meant to you all, not only as a coach, but as a man in terms of your development?
Well, I just want to start by saying, bro, I appreciate this man next to me. He honestly changed my life. I will go through the fire with him, any dark tunnel, dark alley, I'm right next to him. You know, it ain't been a best trip or the best experience. You know, it's not, it's highs and lows. And during the lows, he was still there no matter what. Even when he could have, you know, did something different or you feel me, gave up, he still kept going. So when you see that out of your coach, you wanna do whatever for him. So I appreciate him. As a man, as a player, he showed the utmost amount of love, and you can't ask for nothing better.
For me, I think Coach Scott has been like a great role model for me. You know, when he first got the job, he could have went another direction. The quarterback position could have made changes. So for him to just, you know, believe in me and trust in me throughout his tenure here, I think spoke volumes to me and also my family. So, you know, I love Coach Scott. I appreciate everything he's done for me in this program. And then as a role model outside of football, he's done a tremendous job showing us the way how to just be a better man, instilling simple values to us that we can carry on throughout our lives. So, I love Coach Scott. I appreciate him for everything.
We have time for one more. We can go here.
Ernest Racing, TNB Sports. Carson, this question is for you. You had a phenomenal pick six in the game. Talk to us about what you saw in that play and what were you feeling at the moment?
Well, one thing Coach K like to tell me is film don't lie. You feel me? So you watching the film, you know exactly what the team's gonna do. And you feel me? I'm gonna fall back on my film and my training and my practice. I thought the play before that, they ran the same exact play. He wanted to throw it because he saw me kind of out leveraged. Then they went back to it, and I just jumped it.
All right, Carson, Quentin, thank you for your time. All right, now we open up a question for Coach Scott. Vaughn, you go first.
Coach Scott, first off, congratulations on a year and a great, championship, Vaughn Wilson HBCU game day. Coach, just talk about, I know it's the emotions of the game are high on your mind, but just talk about the week here at the Celebration Bowl, at the HBCU National Championship, and how the Celebration Bowl committee has put together an experience for these young men.
What a great experience. I said in the end, kind of told the guys even before the game, said you've already won. Sometimes you got to understand the blessing is just the opportunity. To have an opportunity to be here on this stage to compete in this beautiful venue, to have the week that we had, a few days that we had, and some of the events and the planning and all those type of things and the service that was given to these young men and the experience that they had is one that, you know, will build memories of a lifetime for them. No matter what the result of was the game, obviously you won't always win. However, they won. They won. What a fantastic experience, man. And I think more HBCU, more sponsorship, more distance to happen across the scope to continue to build not only just the Celebration Bowl participants, but across the scope of HBCU football.
Can you touch on the ability to have this game on national television, exposing the HBCU to the global landscape?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's kind of what I just alluded to. It should be more, right? It should be more. It shouldn't just be this game, but with it being just this game, I mean, what an awesome opportunity, right? You kick off bowl season and in Atlanta, which is a hub for a lot of great bowl games. Now, SEC championship games and championship games, and have our championship game here hosted in Atlanta in this beautiful venue is nothing short of amazing. This which we can start to, build that across the landscape of HBCU football.
Coach Scott, back here in the back, Dwayne Nash with the Yard HBCU Sports and your sports. Gotta go dusty in here when your players are talking about you. But I wanted you to get your perspective of what you thought of the college program when you first got hired. There was a little bit of turmoil back in 2019 when you come to the program and the journey that you went through with the players and that journey as well.
Sometimes jobs choose you, right? Situations choose you. You don't choose it. I'm a true person that believes in following my heart. Obviously, it was something I prayed over, and did a lot of work and a lot of research on. Was spirit led to be. So I went into the job with my heart open, mind open. Knew there was a lot of work to do. Knew you had to roll up our sleeves, get dirty. We had a lot of things to clean up, academics to mindset, mentality, to just the approach towards everything. We have a lot of work. But move forward. We're ready for it. Our administration, our AD gave me some of the things that we needed to make sure that we put the right people in place. Because at the end of the day, I've never seen a building make a football player a better player. I've never seen any of those things, all these shiny moves that make people better people. People build people. And so when you give me the opportunity to make sure I surrounded myself with men that cared about young men, and would pour into them, I knew we were going to give ourselves a chance. It's just a matter of time.
We have time for three more. This gentleman, Luke, and Dr. Bill.
How's it going, Coach Scott? Jared Hoffman with HBCUsports.com. So you guys had a very strong start, and you were going against a team that, you know, is not known for having the best starts in games. Was that a point of emphasis throughout the week to get out to a fast start and jump on them quickly?
That's a good question. No, I'm saying it's always, we want to start fast, persevere through and finish. That's what it is. And so, yeah, you get out to a fast start, but when you play a championship game, you know, you have to be able to sustain, right? Keep discipline, keep accountability, all those things all the way through. And that's the task, right? For 60 minutes, you know, to play all the way through the ebb and flows, the ups and downs. I think we did that a little bit. We just fell a little short in the end. They battled, they hit us, we hit them back. They battled them, we hit them back, we hit them back. So at the end of the day, that's what you expect from, you know, I've been in these games before. That's what you expect when you get to this type of football game. You have two really good teams. It's going to be a full.
Williams from the Black College Sports Page, Coach. Congratulations on a great season. What was it about FAMU's defense? What were you doing that particularly gave you problems? I know it was problems maybe running the ball and obviously the 3 kicks by Quentin.
Everything that you saw on tape. You look at sometimes this is a personnel thing. I like to call some guys erasers, right? Even when guys were wrong, that speed and athleticism to make it right. And so when you're playing against a team like that, they stay optimistic. They stay optimistic. You know, a tip ball here would be a pick. You know, just speed off an edge to cause the quarterback to step up and make an errant throw at times. You know, so it was just one of those deals where I knew we were going to have to stay the course and kind of stay balanced, not let them just dial into one thing, and there is back in the passing game. Rush the passer or stack up against us in the run and just stop the run. So we had to continue to try to stay balanced, to keep them off balance a little bit. And those athletes kind of, put them in, stretch them a little bit with balance and different calls and different formations and things like that. And I think for the most part, we were able to do that at times. And there was critical times where we just didn't get it done, we didn't execute, or have a guy run scot-free and the protection breaks down. We had guys go back and watch it. There were times we did it at the time. Could have been a different ballgame.
All right, final question, Dr. Camille.
Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Luke, inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Coach Scott, congratulations on the season. I know it may not feel like it now with everything. I want to ask you particularly about the defense. What were some of the things that made your defense extremely effective against what many people believe is a pretty potent offensive team from FAMU?
Oh, I think we kind of took away some of the things that they wanted to do. I mean, for the most part, we kind of nullified the run game. What they did was just get us with some kind of gadgety things where you have high discipline issues and those type of things, and we're able to get guys open on backside wheel routes and stuff like that. Kudos to them for seeing that, but we'll be able to look at that and see that hey, that was as much us having what we call dirty eyes and having your eyes in the backfield as opposed to on your man and things like that. They took advantage of, but don't worry unless they take advantage of it. But I think we did a good job of early, trying to take away some of the things that they want to do. We know that they're an explosive team. And early we kind of nullified the explosive plays and try to, force them to take the ball hard way, which was working to our benefit.
All right, Coach, once again, thank you. FAMU, be with us in just a second. Thank you.